Hey yo friends, super welcome to this video guys. The long awaited review for World War 3 is here. And it's been done in 2023, so it will be fresh and updated. Let's do this. World War 3. The game where you can finally put your history degree to good use, and your trigger finger too. Okay, so first off, the graphics in this game are super realistic. You'll find like you're actually in the middle of a fake war zone. Okay, maybe not, but the graphics are really good, trust me, and it is running on the Unreal Engine, which we kinda dig. The environments are highly detailed and realistic, and the character models, they look like they just walked off a movie set. And the special effects, they will make you feel like you're in the middle of a Michael Bay film. You know, the guy from Transformers. However, be sure to duck whenever you hear someone yell, "Incoming!" Because more often than not, that was the last thing I heard before a big explosion made me have to wait for that respawn timer. The gameplay in World War 3 is a unique blend of realism and accessibility. The controls feel super tight and responsive, and the weapons, they have a good amount of recoil and they take skill to use effectively. And this gives the game a more tactical feel, and players will need to rely on teamwork and communication to be really successful in this game. But when it comes to the weapons, let's be real here. You're just gonna use the same gun as everyone else because you know that's the best one, just as in all other multiplayer games. So the maps are also designed with a realism in mind. They are large and highly detailed and offer a variety of environments and terrain types. The maps are designed to encourage players to use different tactics and strategies depending on the location of the battle. The only downside to the maps is that there are too few. We do need a few more of them for it to not get repetitive super quick. The game also features a variety of vehicles, including tanks, helicopters, and APC the player can use to gain an advantage on the battlefield. But honestly, let's be real here again, the tank is the best vehicle. No-brainer here, so that's the one you're gonna aim for as often as you can. And when it comes to the multiplayer experience, it is a solid one, with a variety of game modes to choose from, even though a lot more modes wouldn't hurt at all. So we got the realistic warfare mode and the more fast-paced skirmish mode. In the warfare mode, you'll feel like you're in the middle of a real fake war. Just be sure to bring a good book or something like that, because the respawn times are longer than my freaking grocery list. I'm not sure, but I do feel a bit longer than they are in Battlefield. And in the skirmish mode, you'll respawn faster than a superhero on steroids. And those maps are catered more towards the Call of Duty style of players. So just as I said, a lot more modes are needed. However, there are only 900 concurrent players playing this game at once. And those stats are taken from the 15th of January this year. So it might be hard to fill up more modes, but it does get really repetitive quick. We got too few maps and too few game modes. However, there is a third mode planned to be into the game really soon, and it's some kind of domination type mode, and that puts us at a whooping 3 total modes to play. I mean, that's not enough. Come on. But the 900 concurrent players feels really weird because this is a free-to-play game, and just as I've said now, it is built on a really good foundation. The game is a solid one. I'm really surprised that not more players are playing this game. Let's continue. So let's continue with another downside, apart from the lack of more maps and game modes. The game's netcode is a little bit choppy, so sometimes you feel like you're playing with a bad internet connection, even though you are not. However, apart from the internet, the game runs super smooth. No problems with the frames, no problems with crashing or anything like that. But it does take some time getting into a game due to the lack of players, which I do find very odd. So in conclusion guys, World War 3 is a solid multiplayer shooter that offers a unique and immersive experience. The game's graphics, mechanics, and scale of battles are all very impressive, especially for being an indie developed game with a limited budget, and putting it into perspective against AAA games with $1 million budgets. By the way, Battlefield 2042 vs World War 3 comparison video is coming soon, so hit that subscribe and bell to not miss it. While the game does have its issues, it's still a lot of fun to play, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of multiplayer shooters, that is. The game's focus on realism and large-scale battles really sets it apart from other shooters in the market. So I highly recommend, again, give this game a try, especially since it is free to play. unless you're allergic to fun. And that's it for my review. Now I want to know your thoughts about the game, so leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you don't want to miss all the good stuff surrounding shooter games. And don't miss these awesome videos.